More than a dozen Albuquerque apartments are still off limits tonight, forcing families out of their homes just days before Christmas. The city red tagged those apartments after it discovered serious problems that came to light after crews responded to a serious gas leak. Here's News 13's Chris McKee.
Yeah, Dean, the city hasn't condemned the complex, but nearly every apartment there is still considered substandard right now, and dozens of people have no idea when they'll be let back in.
Responding to a fight at these apartments Sunday, Albuquerque police instantly knew something else was wrong.
They were overwhelmed with the natural gas smell.
Red tags reading unsafe to occupy now blanket the doors of 13 units at the complex on West Central near Old Coors.
That's approximately 35 people that are staying at 2 local area hotels.
The residents were sent packing Sunday and given 5-day hotel vouchers.
I don't know. I hope it's not too long.
Since then, the Safe City Strike Force says the owner, Ramon Navarro, is cooperating.
He's following the steps that we request him to do to get a plumber out there and evaluate it and make his recommendations.
But the city says the problems run deep, starting with absolutely no fire protection.
We need to make sure that people have operating smoke detectors and at least a fire extinguisher.
Another big concern, the old heating and ventilation systems.
Many of the appliances, and to include heaters, had elevated levels of carbon monoxide. So that just tells us that, one, they're not either properly adjusted, and two, that the venting is not correct.
Large families were allowed to stay at the complex, and residents who are on parole. They now have space heaters and smoke alarms, but before anyone else can move back in, the landlord will have to make some big changes.
We haven't thrown up the white flag and surrender. We need to have some type of progress going forward.
Now, we knocked on the door of the apartment owner today to ask about when the repairs would be complete, but he wasn't home. Dean, back to you.
Chris, thank you. The city says it is hoping to hear from that owner about the repair status in the next 5 days, but it could take longer because of the Christmas holiday.